Peace, love, and light. If you guys saw that, I just had a yawn. Um, you know, one of the things is today is that I noticed that when I put my earbuds in, I realized it's one they distort a lot with the Bluetooth. It's either the phone or it's either the earbuds. But hey, and it gets kind of irritating. It's kind of irritating, not gonna lie. You hear me? Um, and one thing is, and when it gets distorted, the bass gets so loud, it just almost this damages the ears. It's very disruptive, and it's just like sometimes I want to cut it off. There's been times I've even threw it off, And one of the things I noticed about these earbuds, the sedation, there is an agenda in order to get you to be so sedated out of sound, out of knowing the reality. I'm aware of that, but I do use the earbuds, and I try to use them accordingly. You hear me? But I was listening to something, and I was just listening to someone. It was a beautiful sister. She made a video called "The Art of Loneliness." I was listening to it, and the thing is with that. The thing is with that is that I was starting to tune out and start to listen because I think I was listening to it and I was just like, okay. It was more so about friends and friend. What I said, what happens is like, and I was just thinking to myself, like, what is it like when you have like, okay, if you do have friends, like, like friends, but like, what if your friends in actuality, they aren't your friends? They don't realize who your friends are because you don't realize who your friends really are. Their friends are actually your friends because it goes through a certain amount of conditioning. Because if you're just so, I guess, focused on, being a better you so you could just be a better friend. I mean, or just a better, in a sense of just being a better friend. I think it was just on another journey. And for what I did, what my brain was, it was correlated as far as it's really hit me. It's kind of like, with this narcissism stuff, because of the loneliness, it starts to say like, we have this loneliness feeling. You have to, especially if you have narcissistic, if you have parents that are narcissists, you're gonna face this lonely feeling. You're gonna have to experience in a world that you will be the one, who only, of not being overstood at all. This is ridiculous. I'm sorry, because it seems this stuff has been stressing me out. This stuff I've been dealing with so much, and then it's pushing me back. This is gonna correlate to me having to get the frick up out of here. I'm sitting there burning money at a frickin' hotel when I'm supposed to get my frickin' stuff so I can leave, and it's getting very frustrating. Being honest. Frickin' heck. Okay. So here's what I'm saying is this. This right here is like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get a sip of my water. But it's like this. You're going to be faced with loneliness that people aren't going to understand where you're coming from at all. They're going to sit there and say it's your parents. And you're going to sit there and tell them what they do, that they say. And they're going to tell you something as far as like, oh, that's just your parents. Oh, people, they come barging into your door, banging in your door. After you tell them they're barging in your door, they physically try to put their body in your door, banging on there, stalking, harassing you to the hotel you're at, calling their room number. And they're doing that to abuse you. And further sending flying monkeys and whatnot. And they said, oh, they're doing that too. What did they say? They said something like, they doing something, you got to forgive and forget. Forgive and forget. I mean, I feel like responding to this person with the most polite way we could ever say is because I'm like, oh, you could, you're not growing in the same experiences we are. You don't know, you haven't experienced the life we have and similar to we are. Because this person, they said they deal with narcissists and whatnot, and the narcissist. I'm like, okay, because this is a person too. We're actually trying to get some moves and trying to get the frick up out here before. But then, when it came down to it, they were really sideways talking and didn't want to move, move like they said. You know what I'm saying? But freaking hell, cuz they didn't want to move like they said they did. They didn't want to move like they said they did, cuz and as far as, I don't think they knew what narcissism, because they always ask us, and we was explaining them multiple times, and we got a multitude of uploads too on our channel, and they know that as well, But I don't think they really did. They really know, because in order for you to make a statement like that, or you're just so much in a fog. Probably both. I mean, it's kind of like whatever learning, just whatever, who doesn't, forever given with it, who's given with the fact that, you're going to be alone. It's going to be a lonely feeling of not knowing, like what your parents are, and people just like, oh, why did they do that? Why would they do that? Why would and you constantly always having to say that, and it's just always an explanation, and it just gets rather frustrating. And it's like too, seeing that enormities that people don't realize, that people don't experience it, they just can't conceptualize, and I guess it's always about them. Or they just can't see. And it's like, certain things you can see. You can see a child abusing and just it's like people don't want to see it. Like, this stuff is normalized, and just be able to see through people. It's got a strength to it too. And I know a lot of people that they experience like this. They end up telling that, oh, their parents died. Oh, the Fukushima, 9/11. Oh yeah, because they just never get it. Oh, it's your mom and your dad. You gotta talk to them. You gotta do this. Your brother and sister. You can't turn your back on family. What if when they turn their back on yours? What if when they tried to stab you in the back? When they tried to hurt you and think that you could just be a bloodsucker for them? What about that? What about that, man? So, but yeah, this is where I get rid of the earbuds. I'm getting rather fatigued. I don't want to hear it. Finally, it goes directly into your ear canal, directly into your brain. That's some powerful stuff. So I had to put so many ads and whatnot. I'm sick and tired of this ads. I just got irritated. Almost every ad on every single video. What the frick, man? Yeah, it's time. It's time. And I'm supposed to be doing my hair, and I'm neglecting myself. I'm neglecting myself. I need to make time to do some meditation. I was glad I did my vision board the other day. That was very well needed. It was a rather reminding. But it's like, frick, man, you watch it go down, and it's like, you don't want to waste your time, but it's like stuff comes up, and it's like, I think it's the ancestors coming online with. But I'm just seeing myself here at a place where it's like, that's why I said lonesome, because it's like people who they want to be stuck in this hellhole. They don't want to leave. They just at times, and they just coming to the realization that they didn't want you to leave. It's gonna be like this the same way if you go to a different hotel. I'm like, man, shut up, nigga. Nigga, you just don't want me to leave. And they laughed because I saw through it. And they were narcissists themselves, and that's what I don't even talk to. And then I came out today. I was gonna say this for another video, but hey, I came out today in my room. I see them across the freaking building. Him and his baby mama. They freaking arguing. They curse each other up on the balcony, loud, and they, to the parking lot, saying the B word and this that. And then she not even walking with her head up. She walking with her head down. I mean, they both abusive. They both made for each other. F their ass. You know, F them. It was relief to say, hey, look, they still ain't last. They was still ain't gonna be right. You hear me? But yeah, you guys know. You guys want to book a consultation? DM us on Instagram at healingthroughinspiration, or you just email us at info@healingthroughinspiration.com with the subject consultation. Link in the description box. healingthroughinspiration.com/shop for the artwork and one-of-a-kind apparel. You hear me? Go ahead, check this out. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and share this with those who need it. Peace, love, and light.